calm aim. Is it the most efficient and is it the best method to use for aiming? Well, yes and no. But if you're confused, that's okay. I'll explain everything. So, without wasting any time, let's get right into it. So, the thing with calm aim is that we have to understand there are a few different aspects that go into it. But before we get into that, let me explain that there are three different types of aiming. There is calm aim, there is flicky aim, and then if you put them both together, I like to call it hybrid aim. But let's focus on calm aim at first. What exactly is calm aim? Well, calm aim is the use of, well, calmness, obviously, but it's not actually calmness, it's just moving smoothly. But it's the use of good crosshair placement, good timing for clicking, and the smoothness of it. With all of this combined, that's what creates calm aim. And the illusion that makes it calm is the use of smoothness, or smooth aim, but that's kind of a subcategory, it's not one of the major three. So now, what exactly is flicky aim? Flicky aim is a style where you use a lot of your mouse and a lot less of keyboard movement, unlike calm aim. Calm aim uses a whole lot of keyboard movement with using your mouse for micro adjusting. Flicky aim is primarily just using your mouse to flick over, but it's not calm, it's not smooth, it's really shaky, it looks like you're having an anxiety attack. With this, it allows you to move fast across the screen and across the map to flick on the heads, but it's also not the most efficient. Then there's hybrid aim, which is my personal favorite, and that's the one I think is the most efficient. With hybrid aim, it's the combination, like I said, with flicky and calm aim. When you combine them together, you have crosshair placement with keyboard movement, and you have the smoothness that combines it. And the key is the smooth part. If you can flick smoothly and then just have to micro adjust, it makes it so much better and a whole lot more efficient to play with. However, the thing that we have to identify here is that calm aim and flicky aim are in reality just excuses. And if you're confused, again, I will explain. With calm aim, you specialize in tension management. Whenever you are using your mouse to flick across the screen, it allows you to have good tension management to move, however, you lack explosivity. So whenever you move your mouse to flick, you lack the explosiveness to actually reach your target in time. So, instead of training your flicking, you focus on just crosshair placement, keyboard movement, and just tiny little micro adjustments rather than having to use your explosiveness from your hand to actually move, which in all essence is basically losing your tension management, and that's uncomfortable for you. And then likewise is the opposite for flicky aim. You have lots of explosivity but lack good tension management and crosshair placement. Well, actually, of course, there are exceptions and everything. You can have flicky aim and good crosshair placement, but you also lack good tension management. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and I'm going to show you different videos that display what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to go into the range and show you how to train each one and how in what should look like to use hybrid aim. Okay, so we're in the range now, and I'm going to show you how to practice both flicky aim, calm aim, and then hybrid aim all at the same time. However, though, I do want to mention here why calm aim and flicky aim is not the most efficient, because I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, and I really do want to explain that. So if we activate the training bots, so with calm aim, it's a lot of crosshair placement, keyboard-based movement, and some micro adjustments. So say, and you know, of course, just say that there's a wall here, and you swing out onto this bot's head. You click him, you see maybe another one over here, you use your keyboard to move back, and you shoot him. Not a lot of flicking, you're primarily relying on your keyboard and micro adjustments along with crosshair placement. But the key for a lot of calm aim is smoothness. You don't want to be shaky at all whenever you're shooting. Now, with flicky aim, there's barely any crosshair placement, and there's not really a lot of keyboard movement. There can be some keyboard movement, okay? But it's a lot of just mouse-based aiming. So say you're aiming out here, you see target over here, you flick, and then you have to really far adjust to get onto your target, and that's how a lot of them try to fight, is it's a lot of just mouse-based aiming. With hybrid aim, on the other hand, hybrid aim is both a combination of calm aim and flicky aim. And in order to do that, let me go into ISO to explain this, okay? Because it's kind of hard to try and like represent this normally. So say you have your shield, right? Calm aim is smooth, and then sorry, aim's a bit off today, but you get the concept. It's the ability to flick and hit your target. It's the same if you're using like a marshal or an operator. Like, let me go into this real quick. Oh, I have a bot elimination, sorry. But it's the same concept. Is being able to flick. So now you have the benefits of both calm aim, smooth, controlled movement, and tension management to being able to flick just like that. So, with hybrid aim and a lot of other aiming styles, that's kind of a mix but not quite hybrid, the key is the smoothness, because if you flick to a target and you over flick and then you're shaking to try and get back on target, it's going to be much harder to hit them, especially if they're also strafing. But if you have smooth aim and you can flick over there at head height while doing this in a lot of practice, of course, and just having a micro adjust, it's so much easier than having to actually flick, and then micro adjust than just to smoothly flick over. So, how do you train your calm aim, flicky aim, and hybrid aim? We'll start off with calm aim. Calm aim, you can start by just either standing on top of this box or just right through here, and practice no movement, just kind of smoothly aiming over, making sure you keep head height whenever you're aiming. Keep it smooth, and then you can eventually incorporate in movement if you so want to. And then, for flicky aim, there's a few things you can do. You can practice just flicking to each bot's head in order to get that practice in, but also another good way that I like practicing this, and this helps with your verticality. So say you are down here, right? And then someone appears up in this, you're able to go and flick upward. So if you go on Sage, get your Sage wall, and then raise a few bots up, you can practice your calm aim through here, and then go to flick up. And of course, you know, you can micro adjust, and it takes time to adjust and to learn how much tension management it takes to do that. Then you wait for the wall to break, and then you can continue it again. That's how you train flicky aim, and that's how you train your explosivity while also training your calm aim. And to practice hybrid aim, you just do those two things and then integrate it into your gameplay through a deathmatch, TDM, and that's all you have to do to train hybrid aim, because like I said, it's a combination of both. So, to answer the question, is calm aim the most efficient? Yes, in the sense of the player. If you have tried and tried to practice your flicky aim and it doesn't work, calm aim is the most efficient for you, but it still is technically an excuse to not have explosivity. And is flicky aim the most efficient? Yes, to the player who can't do calm aim, but again, no, because it's an excuse to not practice tension management. And then is hybrid aim, is that the most efficient? In my eyes and in my opinion, yes, hybrid aim is the most efficient because it gives you the best of both worlds. And if you master both, you'll become an unstoppable player. Well, that's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my explanation of is calm aim the best or not, and what I think is the best aiming method. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment down below if you liked it or not, and leave a comment to see what do you want to see next. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. Leave a comment so I know what you guys want to see next. And as always, I'm Jinx, and I'll see you in the next video.